B&T Sportstalk show. Man, here on another Sunday evening to discuss everything in this week of the sports world. I'm your boy T, and I got a very tired and weary B with me. Long day of playing softball.
Stop. Been running around chasing this little yellow ball.
He's been playing softball all day. He's doing his best to hang in there with us this evening. We started the show a little bit late for that reason, so we are going to not fall asleep. We're going to do our best to not fall asleep.
Speak for yourself.
If you haven't already, we are the hottest thing going right now. Go ahead and subscribe while you still can. I mean, you can always subscribe. What am I talking about? Subscribe,
what are you talking about?
like, hit the notification button. We really, really appreciate it. We surpassed 250 subscribers.
Yep, halfway there.
So we're we're on the road to 500. That's what we're trying to get, folks. So we've been working hard, trying to push out as much content as we can for y'all. So yeah, check us out. Hit that subscribe button.
Check it out.
Oh, Nike. Sorry, you got disconnected. Hold up.
Uh-oh. SB disappears. He slapped his mic off the table.
There we go. Sorry.
It's coming back soon.
I'm here.
But we're going to jump into it. For those who don't know, hey, man, we cover a lot of NBA as well as other topics. I am a Lakers fan. B is a Warriors fan. So we always have a fun time when discussing our two teams, especially considering what trajectory they're on this year heading into the playoffs. We've got about maybe 10 or so games left. Oh, no, a little bit more than that, right? 10, 12, something like that. 10 or 12
we got about
left.
15 games left.
15 games left. Our teams are kind of going down the slippery slope here. We'll definitely get into that. Yeah, man.
Excuse me. My bad. I had Dutch Bros before I got here, man. So I'm probably going to I'll probably hit a wave of energy because they don't believe in short things of caffeine. So dude, I apologize if I just get off the rails.
It's literally a cup of sugar and coffee.
No, this was sugar-free. I promise you that.
Sugar-free. Interesting. All right.
Yeah, sugar-free protein and coffee. So it's bound to be a disaster.
Wow, that sounds like a diarrhea. All right. Well, let's jump into our two favorite teams, man. We got to start off with let's start off with my team, the Lakers, because I got to get a couple things off my chest. Extremely excited for the game in Chicago. I was. Every single player that was not available over their long back-to-back, week and a half they had going there. What was it, like 7 games in 10 nights, some ridiculous garbage, whatever.
Yeah, they were out there for a while.
And so they get everybody back. LeBron's back. Luka's back. Anybody not named Max Kleber pretty much was back on the roster. And they took the biggest hot load you could ever imagine. The team looked like they just woke up out of bed. I mean, it was one of those Saturday, it wasn't even early start time. It was 7:30. So this was just a terrible, terrible game. Chicago came in ready to play defensively. They played well. They played fast, and they got hot. And Kobe White knocked down 3 after 3, along with, what's this guy's name? Koletsky? I can't pronounce his name. I don't know what the guy's name is, but he was killing us. This guy was absolutely killing us.
Oh, Mataz Buzelis?
No. Yes, killing us.
That was the guy in the dunk contest, dude.
Yeah, well, he sucks dunking, but he can definitely play basketball.
He got you guys, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. I heard you the first time. So he had 31 points, and I watched most of this game. I turned the game off after halfway through the fourth. I turned this game off. Kobe White went for 36. The Lakers played zero defense in this game. And if you didn't know, you could tell by the score. The Bulls put up 146 points. The Bulls, people, a team that's 5 games under 500.
No, they're 9 games under 500.
There I go, man. 9 games under 500. Put up 146. That's got to be a record for their franchise. And if you look down the list, I mean, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures. 2 of those guys had over 30. The Lakers were giving up layup after layup after layup after layup. It was absolutely embarrassing. And I'm trying not to be mean here, but
Why not? It's a
they
show.
they came into this game thinking that the Bulls were just going to lay down. That's how they were playing. They were playing like, oh well, the Bulls will just stop missing shots. We just got to keep. And the Bulls never relented. They kept staying aggressive. They ran off of every miss. They were flying up and down the floor. And the teenage tickler, Josh Giddey had himself
almost had a quadruple.
Had himself a game. I mean, you know, and
15 points.
17, 15 points, 17 assists, 10 rebounds. Oh my!
Yo, what about the 8
dude.
steals? Like, can we talk about why he has 8 steals?
Because the Lakers were playing like a bunch of lazy. They were extremely not tuned. They weren't focused at all. This was a horrible game, man.
I guarantee you, they just didn't show up for that game.
No, they didn't. And to have all these guys come back, LeBron comes back. And what does he do? He comes back with here we go with the walking syndrome. He's walking.
But that's what I'm talking about, though. Is like they saw it as the Bulls, you know, a team that is in the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference, and they were like, you know what, we could probably just lay down with this one here, not really do it. Dude, but let's just be honest too. They don't just. I guarantee you, the Bulls don't have the same game. There's no way.
No, probably not.
There's no way Kobe White is going 6 for 9 from the 3-point line. There's no way Josh Giddey Tickler is going to be flirting with the quadruple double. Yeah. He probably couldn't spell quadruple in regards to that there. So this isn't something I really wouldn't be too mad about. As a non-Laker fan, I think this was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Watching you guys give up 81 points in a half to one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference.
I mean, it was layup after layup. They couldn't get a stop to save their lives. Guys were literally waltzing right up to the front of the rim and just laying the ball in. We had no answer for anybody on this Bulls team.
Did y'all have a center out there?
We had a center. But it didn't matter because no one could keep the person and anybody in front of them. You know, we got guys getting beat on back cuts. We got guys getting left wide open for 3-pointers, and then they get hot, and then the game is over. Luka kept us close in the second quarter and the first quarter and some of the second. LeBron he should have sat this game out. Honestly,
dude,
like LeBron could have sat this one out. He could have sat this one out.
Do you want to talk about the Bucks ass whooping that y'all received too? 118-89 back-to-back games.
Yeah, but we didn't have anybody in that game.
What's the excuse? You guys,
because
you had everybody in the game against the Bulls, and they got blown
out. I'm not talking about the Bulls. I'm talking about Milwaukee. The Milwaukee game, you're expected to lose because nobody played. But this game in LA with everybody returning, there's no way you should fall this flat on your face against this team. That is just not that nobody's expecting them to beat you. You got your whole crowd in the building. You got your full squad. Even Rui Hachimura played in this game, although I don't think he played a lot of minutes. But they didn't get anything done, man. I'm saying,
we beat the Bucks.
Get it together. Get it together. Yeah, you guys did. But again, you at least had Jimmy Butler.
With no Curry. We had no Curry.
Dude, we didn't have anybody. Are you not hearing me? Bronny James was our leading scorer.
17 points. Take that, Stephen A. Smith.
And then LeBron James follows it up, and he scores 17 points in the next night or the next game. So it didn't really help much. I hope LeBron gets back on his feet and kind of becomes more of an integral part of what we're doing here. They turned the ball over like 20 times. It was a crap game. Good job, Luka. You made a lot of shots. And, I mean, come on. The man was 61% from 3, 8 for 13. Just a wasted performance on this garbage dump of a performance from the rest of our entire roster. And, it's on to the next game.
I'm calling it right now. You guys lose to the Orlando Magic tomorrow night. I'm calling it.
I don't know about that one. I don't think
Their defense is still a pretty solid defense. And LA is making another trip to the East Coast because y'all just got back from there as well. You literally were just lost to the Brooklyn Nets not too long ago. What was it?
Dude, if they play even 75% of what they normally play defensively, they'll be fine. But the problem is they played absolutely no defensive all.
Don't put it past the Magic to make this game really, really difficult.
I'm not putting it past the Magic. I just know the Lakers are a better team. They have to play up to that though. And you're not just gonna wait for a team to roll over and hope that you win. And that's what they tried to do against the Bulls, and they paid the price big time. So, kudos to the Bulls, man. Kobe White came out there with all his hair and shot the lights out of the ball. That other guy who can't even pronounce his name. He was out
the failed dunk contest player.
He was out there just getting to the rim at will. Giddey was getting into the paint and kicking the ball out. It was just
just bad games, man. Like
tough, man.
I can sit here and mention that the Warriors gave up 40-something points to the Atlanta Hawks in the first quarter.
Yeah,
that wasn't even something that was done over, in between the first and two. That was literally a 1 quarter output by the Atlanta Hawks. And so you're gonna have these kind of dumpster fire games where it's like, I don't know what it is, but when teams aren't, who don't play well, play against a marquee team, for some reason they decide to shoot the lights out.
Oh yeah,
like it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, man, it's like it's one of their most important games. That that as a Warriors fan, whenever folks come to your building, you're in their championship at that point.
Yeah,
right? Like they're not going to the playoffs or they're not winning the championship that year. But if they could beat you, that's their championship. So that's what you're dealing with every night. And the Lakers should know that because that's been going on for quite some time. They got to figure it out. The only saving grace is the Nuggets have not been playing very well. They did get a win tonight though, but they dunked off a game, so they're tied with us. They also have 27 losses. The Nuggets did do a favor and beat the Nuggets though, or the Rockets.
But the Nuggets beat the Nuggets.
They beat the Rockets. They beat the Rockets. Nuggets beat the Rockets. The Rockets dropped down to 26 losses. And the hope for you, B, is that the Clippers take a L to the Thunder. I
hope so. Shit. Hold on.
SB disappears. The score right now is 101 to 100. Thunder have a 1-point lead with a minute left, so it's going to be a close game there. So as my co-host disappears into the night, we'll kind of figure that out. But we'll definitely get into talking about the Warriors game. The Warriors have also been dealing with some issues here, and I'm going to turn it over to B on that one, which is
what's up.
Curry's down. Obviously, I don't know if you guys
Jesus
saw.
Christ.
I don't know if you guys saw the highlight we put up, but you could hear the thud from his back through the television. It was not good.
How was that not a foul? Like, he got bodied, he got hit, and there was no foul call.
Little guys don't get fouls, man. Or actually, they should get fouls.
They should. They're getting beat up every time. But, dude,
traditionally,
this is a big loss because Curry was playing some fantastic basketball. Obviously, in a situation like this, the only way you can make a run is by having a healthy team.
Right.
The Lakers went through it with LeBron out for at least, about a couple of weeks here with a strained hamstring. And so they did lose a little bit of ground, lost 4 in a row at one point. These kind of players have such an impact on your team. You don't realize how big it is until they're actually gone. And losing Curry, he is going to be in Miami. So the good thing is that it's just a contusion. I wouldn't wish that upon the world's, your biggest hater or anything like that. If you've ever fallen on your tailbone, it is not a comfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Like the numbingness around your butt and everything is just not, it's not great here. So yeah, losing Curry is going to hurt. This is the time for Brandon Pajemski to really, really step this up. Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler are going to have to carry a little more of this load here. To do that. And you saw that with Jimmy Butler, right? He knew he had to be the point guy to get his buckets. He carried that win against the Raptors. He got the 24 points. He hasn't gotten to 20 in, I think all but once or twice.
Yeah.
So he knows when he needs to take over. So he definitely took over. He's going to have to do more of that on the road trip here. It's going to the game in Miami, I expect him to get at least 30.
Dude, it's going to be tough because I think Andrew Wiggins, he's been playing pretty well. I think he put up 40.
He put up 46, but don't let that fool you. The Heat had lost 10 in a row before that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an opportunity to get up against your old team. But you're right. Jimmy is going to have to definitely change his role. I think when Curry was there, he kind of operated as more of a decision-making role man where he would catch the ball in the middle of the court and then distribute the ball out to a three-point shooter. He was very good at that, also being able to create in the paint and get to the free throw line. He's going to have to be a guy the ball's going to have to be in his hand more often than not. And he's, the Warriors are going to rely on him a lot more. Now, of course, you want it to be strength in numbers. You want guys like Post and Podwiski and
Pajemski.
I'm never going to get his name right. And and Kuminga especially, who is just kind of coming back off injury, and it's looked a little, up and down these past few games. So they need a little bit more from those guys, but there are going to be times where Jimmy Butler is going to have to kind of carry this a little bit, and it's definitely a softer schedule. So you do have that working for you: Miami, New Orleans, San Antonio, but you're on the road for those games. Yeah. So and then the last one is at Memphis, and Memphis, they've been on like a deep dive into the toilet lately. So
I'm all right with that.
I don't think any of us thought that they were actually who they thought they were. I mean, when they were the second seed, the third seed, I don't think anybody was like, oh man, the Grizzlies have a chance to win the championship. I never really believed in the team because we've seen them in the playoffs for the past 3 years. They haven't done anything. I mean, let's just be honest.
Well, and not only that, but John Morant really hasn't been on the floor for them in the playoffs either.
No.
So, but I think the one player to really be on the lookout for the Warriors, Buddy Hield's gonna have to get at least 18 a game. It's a tall ask for, but he's shown signs that he can do it over the next 3 games, and we don't know when Curry's gonna be back. He will be reevaluated tomorrow.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to at least get half the points. You're not asking for somebody to average Steph Curry's point total, which is about 25 a game right now. But if you can get 18 from Buddy Hield and maybe 10 from Kuminga, now you have 2 players kind of subsidizing Curry's output there. Obviously, you can't change the way he gets around the floor and change that aspect, but players are really going to have to step up. They are flirting with disaster right now because Minnesota keeps winning.
Yeah.
So the Warriors cannot take a night off because one loss now puts them in the play-in tournament. That's how close this is.
Yeah.
Luckily, they still have the tiebreaker over Minnesota, but you lose another game, now you're back down in the play-in tournament. And Minnesota's got the softest schedule in the NBA right now.
Yeah, and it looks like the Clippers might end up taking an L, so good news for you and your team. If they can hold on, about 3 seconds left, and OKC has a 2-point lead. If they hold on, that drops the Clippers down to 31 losses, so they'd be 40-31. So that gives you a little bit of a 1-game cushion, basically, outside of that playing in. The problem is, like you said, though, you lose one more game, now you're tied with those 3. All 3 of those teams are tied: Warriors, Clippers, Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves have been playing pretty darn good. So yeah, man, it's one of those stretches you can't do anything about. But the good thing is, the one thing to keep in mind is you do need a healthy Curry to compete in the playoffs. So obviously the Warriors are going to do whatever they need to do to make sure he's fully back and ready to go. This is a huge opportunity for guys like Kuminga. You talked about Buddy Hield to really step up. Because that's what you really want to see going into the playoffs is other guys being able to get it done. Because, again, when you get into these playoff series against the various different matchups in the West, you're going to need other guys to come up off the bench. It's a shorter rotation, so you're going to need guys to show that they can get it done so that so that obviously Steve Kerr knows who he can play in the playoffs. And guys have to know that their opportunity to be on that playoff roster and that playoff rotation is now. So hopefully that's what you get from some of the other guys.
Absolutely here. And I really want to give credit to Draymond Green. I think he should be right up there with being considered for Defensive Player of the Year. What he has done against some of the league's best players, extraordinary here. He's not getting it. Dude, we're not even talking technicals with Draymond no more. That's the more impressive part about this. But at his age and at his position, for what he did against Giannis Antetokounmpo against the Bucks, and absolutely made it very difficult for him.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 or 4 blocks in the first quarter.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? He is playing some fantastic defense here, and that's why he has stuck around with the Warriors organization for so long, is because he provides that for you. And even Jimmy Butler gave major credit to him on what he's doing and how amazing he's doing it at that age. You don't see guys at 35 locking up a prime athlete the way that Draymond does it here. Yeah. He knows, he understands the game when it's in motion there. And he's always in the right point at the right place at the right time when he's getting his blocks, he's his box outs. It creates opportunity for other players as well. So Draymond has been playing some amazing defense. He's got to be looked into the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not saying he's winning it.
Yeah. He's not going to get Defensive Player of the Year, but he's obviously been a guy who has done a lot of the dirty work for this Warriors team. defensive, but then he also does a lot of the dirty work offensively too. So, setting screens. He initiates a lot of the offense from that center position at 6'6", 6'5".
So he's not a large guy.
So, he does a lot for the Warriors. So definitely a lot of respect for him. But the bottom line is, though, they got to get Curry back. Look, as long as they can get him back healthy, continue this run, take advantage of this soft schedule, and stick in that 6th spot, I think that's what's most important for your team. You do not want to slide in the 7th because you're going to end up in a poop show with the Clippers and whoever else is stuck in there after them. But eventually you're just going to end up playing the Clippers. That's what's going to happen. If you end up down there, you got to play the Clippers to get into get your seeding. So I don't think the Warriors want to do that. Not saying that they can't beat the Clippers, but in a 1-game scenario, you just never know what can happen.
Dude, right now we can't beat the Clippers. They own us right now. Like, that game at the end of the year is going to mean a lot.
Yeah.
Between those two, so they got to find a way to beat the Clippers.
Well, you guys have trouble with size, man. Especially when we're talking about bigger guards and forwards. I mean, you look at what Atlanta did. They have some lengthy, athletic guys. Those guys are flying all over the place, grabbing every rebound, stealing, fast breaks, dunks. It was a crap show. But that's another thing that the Warriors, hopefully that's something they can address in the offseason is you guys don't have a ton of athleticism. I'll give it to Kuminga. I think Kuminga is one of those guys that can get up.
But he can't make a free throw, dude.
Right.
He cannot make a free throw if he saved his life. If he was trying to depend on it for his life, he shouldn't be shooting free throws, man. Like, that's going to be the worst thing about his game is he can get to the hoop. That's not a problem. But when you get fouled, you need to be able to deliver on the line.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, and hopefully that he turns the corner on that. You guys have some games to figure it out. And like I said, you got this soft schedule, so take advantage of it. I mean, that game against Memphis is a big one for you guys as well.
It is.
After that, then you end up playing my team. You end up playing the Lakers on the 3rd. So
I can't wait. We're gonna be talking so much crap. You know what we may need to do? We may need to go live with each other while we're watching the game.
We'll try. Yeah, we'll try.
That may be something that we could flirt with there.
We'll see what we can do. Then you guys kind of get into a rough spot where you've got LA, Denver, and Houston.
We want Denver again. All right. No, we don't.
You guys are kind of struggling. You had Aaron Gordon looking like Michael Jordan. Like it was.
Stop it.
Michael
Jesus
Gordon.
Christ.
That guy was out there. Yeah, like 40. Almost had 40 points on y'all, man. He wasn't doing
nothing. Who was guarding him?
No, I don't know.
Nobody.
He was out there. He had like a few warriors around him at one point. He's just playing volleyball with himself under the rim for like a few seconds. So need to do something about that.
Papa J, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Papa J says all Cali teams sucked it up yesterday. All the Southern California teams suck it real good anyway, so that's to be normal. But yeah, all the California teams really sucked.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
That was a shot at the Lakers. That was a shot at all the college schools.
Your team lost.
That was a shot at all the middle schools and high schools and tiddlywinks that they all play there. They all suck out there.
Yeah, well, one SoCal team actually put in some work, and I don't know if folks got a chance to see it, but of course the March Madness is in full effect actually, and the women's started a little. I think what was it Thursday, and then the men started up after that. One game that caught my eye because I wanted to watch Juju Watkins play for USC on the women's side. Their first matchup was with I don't even know what was the name of the team.
UNC Greensboro.
UNC Greensboro. Let's just say that college should change its name immediately. The game, this game was absolutely atrocious, and the fact that you have these two teams competing in this tournament is a travesty. It makes no sense to me at all. The score, folks, was 25. That's right. They scored 25 points for the whole game. Whole game. 25 points. USC scored 75.
71. They scored 71.
Excuse me, 71. This team didn't put up more than 10 points in a quarter. Matter of fact, in the second quarter, they only scored 3 points. That has to be a record of some type.
Yo, their top performer didn't even score any points. She had 7 rebounds and 3 blocks.
Yeah, well, there was only 25 points to go around, B.
I mean, she could have had at least 2 of them.
that was bad, and that goes to show. I mean, man, women's basketball. Go ahead.
Dude, that wasn't the only blowout game that day. The number one team Texas, blew out William and Mary 105-61.
That's a 40-point game though.
It doesn't matter. It was nowhere near competitive.
Yeah, okay.
The UConn women played Arkansas State and beat them 103-34.
Oof.
Another team that, at least they scored double digits in the second and fourth quarter. You get what I'm saying?
How do the opposing teams' families feel about this? How do you feel watching your kid or family member play in this game? The excitement of being able to be in the tournament, and you just get mopped. And I'm not even talking normal mop like we lost by 40. I'm talking we lost by 50, 60. And on top of that, we didn't even put up 20. We didn't even put up 50 points. Like that is just embarrassing.
50 didn't even get to 30. At least get to 30.
Just the question is, how the hell did these teams even make it in the tournament? I guess
they won their conference. So you win your conference, you get an automatic invite to the tournament. So you earn that. You earn that right. Oh, let's talk about the LSU women. They blew out San Diego State 103-48.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
what's going on in the women's game
it's the first round. But the 25 spot is what does it for me. 25 points. Luka put that up in one quarter. They couldn't get 25 points. The game lasts for almost 48 minutes, folks. I think it's a little shorter on the college side. But to play that long and only put up 25, to play a whole quarter and only put up 3 points, that's demoralizing. You know what I mean? It's
bad, dude. It's bad.
That's like stab the ball and run home. Like it just not. It doesn't make any. It's absolutely terrible. I feel bad
games
for
on the
him.
women's side. Everything was pretty close. There was no more than dude, you show up to the tournament. I want my tuition back as a parent.
Right.
That's what
exactly
says.
Exactly.
You got all these NIL deals. Yo.
Or how about I get a free ticket? Can you refund my ticket? Because this was terrible. This is awful.
Bro, that's like college football teams setting up like a Division two game right off the rip.
Yeah.
And beating them like 70-3. Like, do you know what? As a sports fan, I don't want to go to that game.
Nobody wants to see that.
No, it's not entertaining here. But yes, if anyone hasn't had a chance, you need to watch USC, obviously for Juju Watkins, but you also need to watch UCLA for I'm gonna ruin this name right now here really quickly. Lauren Betts, dude, she is an absolute monster. 6'7", averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds a game. On top of that, averaging 2 assists. I only know this because she was supposed to be at Stanford and then transferred to UCLA, where she is absolutely dominating here.
Sorry about
so
that.
I know. UConn, Paige Buchers, you need to watch her as well. Like when I tell you the WNBA is going to be good and within the next 2 years, it's going to be some really, really good basketball coming up. I'm actually excited for this here. South Carolina's got some absolute ballers as well. So just be on the lookout for that. Support these women's sports here. The women's tournament will get good by the Sweet 16. This is when it gets really competitive. Unfortunately, it's really bad in the first 2 rounds because you got all those teams who are basically garbage in garbage conferences getting absolutely mollywopped up and down the court there.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm looking forward to watching some of it myself. It's March Madness is always fun because even if you don't follow it, you get a chance to throw your bracket together and watch it get destroyed in like the first 2 games. So
let's look at the men. Let's look at the men's side of things because the Sweet 16 is about to take place here. No, Auburn beat Alabama State. Good Lord, 83-63. Like St. John's 83-53. At least the men's games are a little close. You get a little more competitive nature there. McNeese State. Let's talk about McNeese State real quick. I don't know if you got a chance to.
Nah, man.
Yes, And so the only reason why I'm bringing up McNeese State, because you know how in college they got all these NIL deals
Yeah.
with players who can make money and then transfer and all this and that, right?
Yeah.
Their manager, I guess he's like a student manager, right? Has his own NIL deal, and they copied the 49ers by playing a boombox. I think there's this rapper named NBA Youngboy. I don't know who the hell it
What
is.
is that? Okay.
But they're rapping while he's coming out. He's got this boombox strapped to him. He's got all this ice laid out.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man, let me look it up real quick
you
so you guys can have a chance to find it here.
The college kids are using their NIL money to pay rappers to bring them into games. How about
No,
that,
no,
folks?
no. It's this manager. Oh, here he is. Amir Khan is basically like the student manager or player manager on the team, right?
Okay.
All he does is just make sure things are,
Yeah, no dirt.
I don't know
no
what
dirty,
you call them
no
here.
dirty jerseys.
Yeah,
Get on the plane. Get on the
right?
plane, the bus on time. That kind of thing.
So he carries his boombox. He goes out there. They're playing NBA Youngboy. They're all rapping. He's rapping. The dude looks like the biggest nerd you can ever imagine. Like when you, Taj, when you get a chance to look him up, like when you see him, you can be like, that guy's got an NIL deal. He is going to be the first
NIL deal just for being a manager.
Yes, and he's going to be also the first manager to enter the transfer portal, and he's leaving McNeese for NC State because the head coach is going to NC State. So this guy is loading up on this, all because
I gotta
video.
look this up. American
Dude, you
manager.
have to look it up. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Sky, what?
we're gonna post a short about it. I promise you that. But this dude has gotten so much publicity.
Wow, good
over
for
it,
him.
man. Even the cheerleaders are wearing socks with his face on it. Like the man is a celebrity.
$100,000.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Deal. No, for carrying a boombox. This is where we're going with this.
Am I $100K plus in NIL earning? Wow, we're in the wrong business, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh.
Everyone look him up. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Amir Khan from McNeese State.
My man looks like he's in the bioengineering program at the school and decided to put on, he's got the full warm up going, like the top to bottom Under Armour outfit on. Oh man, this is great.
Dude, it's the greatest. I don't know why it's such a story here. Now, obviously, McNeese State got absolutely blown out in the second round here. But half the story wasn't even about the basketball team. It was about this kid.
Yeah, well, good for him.
It's good for him. He's got his NIL deal, making $100,000 for being a student manager.
Hey, look, don't hate on him. He's gonna have groupies for the first time in his entire life, man. This may only last like a year and then it's over. So let him enjoy the ride.
Taj, we sit here at work, sometimes at jobs we absolutely hate, and all it requires, dude. He signed a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. Like he has signed deals with some major promotions.
The internet is strange, man. The internet's weird, dude. People are getting, and this is what's wrong. I mean, I'm about to start like an old man yelling at the clouds, but this was wrong. Like all the new age folks is the old saying used to be work hard. Now it's like, yeah, no.
You gotta find a niche to be popular.
Just be popular. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo Wild Wings is like, yeah, here we'll give you a check for $60,000, $75,000, $100,000. Just for being a doofus wearing chains around you, it's whatever, man.
I wonder what outrageous thing can I do to set this show off?
No, let's stay away from that, man. I don't want to do
that. Look at him, man. I'm not staying away from that. Are you kidding me?
I'm trying to stay, let's keep it as authentic as we possibly can. I don't want to have to wear.
I guess.
These people are doing stupid stuff. I'm not slapping myself in the face with
Okay. First, I never said we were going to do that, and that
dumping milk on my forehead.
That is a waste of a Twinkie, by the way. Coming from a guy of my size, you don't waste Twinkies like that. That is pure gold. Okay.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't waste Twinkies at all. They're little golden treats from heaven. Dude, everybody loves Twinkies.
Put some batter on it, deep fry that thing. Oh my god, delicious!
That's just
delicious.
That's a whole nother level, man.
That's a whole nother level of deliciousness, my brother.
Deep fried. I remember I had a deep fried. It's It. Have you had that before?
Hey, there's a little bit of NFL news. Our boy Jameis Winston got paid for being a spiritual leader for the Cleveland Browns, 2 years, $8 million to the New York Giants, where his career can officially go and die over there.
Well, he'll be the backup to Shador Sanders and chill.
I don't think he's the backup to Shador Sanders. I think if New York may start him.
Yeah,
why
maybe,
not?
Maybe, yeah. I could see that because they're not going anywhere anytime soon. You know,
No.
I'm sure they had fun watching their former running back Saquon Barkley win a title.
Talk about a franchise that got it the worst. Brandon Cooks reunited with the Saints, 2-year deal. Your boy Aaron Rodgers went to go visit the Steelers and still left without a job.
Tell the guy to go home, man. Go home, start doing some yoga. Get your ponytail back.
You guys need a wide receiver. Why not go out and get Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, I mean, if we can afford them and they want to spend the money, sure.
Bring back Amari Cooper.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, you know what? I wouldn't mind either one of those guys, especially Diggs. I mean, I like the fact that we got Geno Smith. Geno Smith can throw the ball. You know, he's going to throw some interceptions, but, you know.
Hell, go get both of them. Go bring Amari Cooper back. Go bring Stephon Diggs. If you do that, you may have a legitimate team on your hands. Actually may have a legitimate team on your hands.
You know, because our division is going to be dominated by the Kansas City Chiefs. Luckily, at least not so far, at least, the Kansas City Chiefs haven't made any big splashy moves, thank goodness.
That's the last thing we all need is for something like that to happen.
Exactly. Exactly. We do not need that. Oh, man. Well,
what else we got?
Dude, I just wanted to make sure we quick shout out, or not shout out, but rest in peace, George Foreman. We put out a video, I think yesterday, just kind of honoring George Foreman for all of our younger people. George Foreman is a heavyweight boxing champion.
He's not a man of a grill, okay? The dude was an actual fighter.
He is the guy from the grill, but he also was a boxer. And I'm gonna look up his stats. I believe he was it 86-5? Let me go check. But he was a big time boxer. A lot of folks, he's well known for the rope-a-dope, which if you're not familiar with that, that's when he fought Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali just kind of sat in the corner for most of the entire fight until the bitter end of the fight, where he finally saw that George Foreman was wearing down and got to him and knocked him out. But George's real story is coming back and winning the championship later in his career. I believe he was
old.
He was in his 40s. Let me look it up to get the exact. So so 81 fights, 76 wins and 5 losses. So fought a lot of fights. Pretty darn good record. I'm trying to see when he won that second world championship.
I'm trying to see it right now.
I know he beat Joe Frazier earlier in his career.
Joe Frazier,
2-time world champion. He won the second one at the age of 45. Think about that. George Foreman won the heavyweight title at 45 years old back in the 90s. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy here, man. And his legendary fight with Muhammad Ali, even with Evander Holyfield as well.
Yeah.
The dude that's one of those legends that it's hard. The sport of boxing is just, it's gonna suck without him, man. And the fight is, obviously his first fight was with Joe Frazier, I think. No. That's when he won a title against Joe Frazier.
So I think the biggest thing is the end of an era. It's the last of that particular era. A lot of people consider that the golden era of boxing, when you had guys like when you had Frazier, when you had Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton, a lot of big time names. So it was a really cool time to be a boxing fan. Obviously folks know about Muhammad Ali. George Foreman was a big part of that, but not only that, he stayed with the fighting throughout and kept fighting later into his career. When he was always a strong puncher. Obviously his body, as he got older, he got a little pudgier, but he was able to go in later in his career and win the title late. So
the man was only knocked out once.
Yeah. R.I.P.
76-5 with only 1 KO.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah,
81
man.
bouts, man. 81 fights.
And if you go look at him whenever he was younger fighting, he was a freaking tank.
Yeah, he was. Oh
He
man, that man
was
was wild.
huge, man. He was big, strong, muscular guy, and he hit hard. So yeah, but so yeah, we're gonna definitely shout that out. So rest in peace, George Foreman, and yeah, if there are any boxing fans out there, I know we don't discuss boxing a lot, but I enjoy watching boxing. At least I used to. It's not too much going on now. Everything's pay per view, and now we got these YouTube idiots fighting. So who knows what's happening?
I'm gonna go fight a YouTube person now since we're on YouTube. Who wants some? I'll slap the hell out your ass.
Right, great. Gonna get a call. We're gonna get a call or email. Now be in a ring fighting for $20,000 against some ingrate. Anyway, but yeah, no. So it's sad, definitely sad. But again, it's the end of a very illustrious era in the heavyweight division. So wish it was like that still, but unfortunately, nobody watches boxing anymore because it's pay per view. So
Papa J coming in and saying George Foreman was a legend. Crazy that Gene Hackman and George Foreman died. Dude, I had no idea Gene Hackman even passed away.
He did in his house. Him and his wife. So yeah, that's also kind of.
Anytime I think of Gene Hackman, it's a sports show, The Replacement. One of the funniest football movies ever.
Yep. All right. So yeah, we'll throw that in there too. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman as well.
Yes, sir.
As well.
Rest in peace. Dude, I'm excited. Baseball is back this week. Oh, I cannot wait. Opening day is this week.
There we go.
I know. Sorry.
The first of 150,000 games.
162, okay? Let's not get too crazy. 162.
Baseball season's so long. Oh, my God.
It's amazing, man. Come on. It's the only thing I don't like are all these new rule changes, but at least, dude, there's nothing like going to the ballpark. I mean, not to rub this in Oakland A's fans' faces or anything like that, but
they'll come up to Sacramento.
Dude, you know they are charging $181 a ticket on average to go watch the Sacramento A's.
Well, then they're stupid because
holy crap!
There's 100 and as you mentioned 160 games.
Don't start Papa J. Don't start Papa J. He said Dodgers. Don't start this right now. I can't.
So what ticket's more expensive, Dodger game or a Sacramento?
Literally, the Sacramento A's right now are the highest on average price for that.
They're literally paying off their Las Vegas stadium in this 1 or 2 years.
And the stadium that they're playing in only sits like 5,000 people.
Are you serious? Oh god.
Because they're playing in a minor league stadium in Sacramento.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. No. I know where they play. They're playing where the River Cats play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly where it is, but yeah, really interesting times. Oh, what was the other thing I was thinking of? I'm getting old.
Oh, UConn lost. Oh, well, sucks for them. No 3-peat in the NCAA tournament for them.
Yeah. I forgot there was something else. I'm trying to think. Rule changes. You talked about rule changes. The NFL is eliminating the tush push. Sorry, Philly.
Yeah, now you guys got to find a different way to win the game.
Right. You got to actually throw the ball or run with your running back, who is also very good. I'm sure they'll figure it out. But interestingly enough, they will take that play out of the game.
You know, as much as they're going to take it out, I don't see why it was such a big deal. Like, you want to do something, why don't you stop them before they get to the goal line?
It's a big deal, I guess, because it takes away from the spirit of the game. And you know how the NFL is. They want their game to be fast-paced, and they want it to be interesting. So the last thing they want is for people to line up.
So then get rid of the kickoff rule.
Did you see that play whenever they lined up and did that thing like 4 or 5 times because it was offsides every time? That was against the Commanders.
Yeah, it was because the Commanders were trying to jump off sides. They knew they were losing the game.
It's bad TV, and that's why they took it off. I'm just being honest. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see you line up and just fall forward for 3 yards.
Nobody wants to see the Dodgers spend all this money and continue to win, yet we're getting it.
Dude,
it's not like
I'm talking about football. What are you talking about?
But I'm just saying, man.
Baseball doesn't have a cap. They don't have a cap.
They're not doing anything baseball. To change it, though. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, well, that's baseball. I don't know what baseball. I'm talking about football. Look, baseball's weird, bro. You want me to compare the two? Baseball players are on the cusp of $1 billion contracts right now.
He
Okay.
says, "Yay, the brotherly tushy pushy love is gone."
No Diddy. Yes.
I know. Now Philly fans got to find something else better to do than besides give themselves the tushy pushy all day.
Yeah, I'm afraid P Diddy's gonna have to cancel his NFL Network now.
I know. Meek Mill must be sad about the no tushy pushy rule.
You know, he just released an album.
Why? Why?
I guess he figured he was gone long enough, but I'm sorry, those incriminating videos are.
Yeah, the incriminating audio is even worse, man.
I don't even want to get into that, but
Nah.
let's just say no. The answer is no. No means no. Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna listen to that album. I love new hip hop albums, but I don't know if that's gonna be right up my alley.
I'm not gonna look at you the same after that. I'm sorry. There's no way I'm gonna listen to you and you're like, yeah, I'm the hardest dude on the block. Yada yada yada. No, you're not.
No, you're
Well,
not.
maybe you are, but not in the way that you think it's coming across. Okay, so no, I no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man, I'm dying over here.
Dude, I don't know what else. I think that's. Let me go back to the games here. I want to check on the. Did Oklahoma?
I know.
OKC
I know.
get the
Arizona and Oregon were playing each other. Rest in peace to the Pac-12. Let's see where this game is at. Come on, computer, work with me. Ooh, 80-78 with 45 seconds left. Perfect. I might have to watch that.
There you go. Get a chance to get off and just watch some good old
College
basketball. Watching people scream and yell and guys make threes and miss layups.
Speaking of people getting ready to scream and yell, the stupid draft is upon us, and all there's nothing gonna be is nothing but screaming and yelling.
Well, they talk about man, we have like 50 different scouting combine garbage. Mel Kiper comes out of his casket.
Mel Kiper's got like 18 different draft orders, and none of them is ever right or even close to being remotely right.
Like, dude, take the glasses off. Just crap, get off this. Nobody wants to hear from you anymore.
Here's what I propose to the NFL: get rid of the draft combine. Just let the schools do their pro days. Everyone goes to the pro day, and that's it. That's it. Shadori Sanders didn't even sniff the NFL draft. Or you eliminate the pro days, and everyone must do the draft or the combine.
But, I mean, I don't even want to see the combine.
No. You know what I don't want to see? Is, Papa J says Scattaboo. Anyone look him up. Running back out of Arizona State, I believe. Dude's a tank, absolute tank. You know what he reminds me of is Toby Gerhart, who used to play at Stanford. Dude, the guy is an absolute monster. But this is my problem with the NFL draft day, right? You're going to have everyone showing up, dressed up, face painted, losing their mind, enjoying themselves. They're going to root for somebody they've never watched a college game about. And when they see these highlights, they're going to be like, yo, that man is an awesome-ass player. This dude is dropping bombs, all this and other stuff.
Yeah.
It don't work out like that sometimes. It just doesn't.
Nah, man. I mean, we've seen enough football to know that the draft is a crapshoot, and no matter how good the prospect is, there's probably a 60% chance they're gonna be crap. They're gonna be garbage.
Pretty much.
Mitch Trubisky, anybody?
Trey Lance, anybody?
Trey Lance wasn't drafted that high, was he?
Bro, he was the second or third overall pick to the Niners.
He was? Really?
Yes, that's why it was such a big deal. Oh, speaking of that, you know what's even funnier about the Niners? They got Mac Jones. They were so high on Mac Jones in the draft. Like, Kyle Shanahan really wanted Mac Jones, but then they, for some reason, decided to go get Trey Lance. And now the Niners signed Mac Jones as the backup to Brock Purdy.
Wow. The white guy with the black name, Mac Jones.
The Niners now have 3 quarterbacks from that draft class. At one point had 3 quarterbacks from that draft class.
Yeah, man. Well, good luck with that. I mean, he's the backup, so I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Remember when there was actually some hype around him when he was with the Patriots, but
yes, they went to the playoffs.
That's long gone. That's long gone.
Who knows what's going to happen, man? This is going to get weird. Teddy Buchanan out of Cal Berkeley is my sleeper player. Man, he went to Cal. Forget him. I'm a Stanford guy. Screw him.
How you going to be mad at Southern California and now you're mad at Berkeley?
Because I like Stanford. Berkeley is a rival. So, no.
Yeah, I got you.
Jaylen Brown went to Berkeley. He can kick rocks, too. Jason Kidd went to Berkeley. He can kick rocks too.
Jason, you mad at Jake Kidd, man? That's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
He went
and
to
he's from the
Berkeley.
Bay. Oh, come on, man.
I respect the Bay part, but the Berkeley part, no, I don't respect.
There you go. You know how hard it is to get into Cal Berkeley, man. What the hell? What are you talking about?
Man, you just got to be able to hold a protest sign and be able to go.
No,
to
you
school.
don't.
Like,
Really?
that's it.
Really?
It's harder to get into
Oh
Stanford than it
my
is Cal
God.
Berkeley.
Yeah, it might be, but either one of those schools is pretty darn good.
It's not my
Pretty
pick,
darn
it
good
is.
in my book. Okay, I didn't go to either one of them. Okay,
Nah,
I wasn't smart enough. All right.
Nah, oh hell no, I wasn't smart enough. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. That's why I never got a college degree. It's overrated. Kids go to school at least. Just go to school. But
okay, no kids are listening. It's 9:00 on a Sunday, but yeah, it's expensive, and unfortunately, the way it's set up, you're gonna need some type of education. Otherwise, things ain't gonna go well for you.
not so much.
oh yeah, I guess you're right. We could be the idiot that's getting a $100K NIL deal.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, my chain, got these damn chains on, walking around with a boombox playing some rap music. Guy looks
NBA
like
young boy, whoever the hell that is.
guy looks like his dad owns 5 Subways. Anyway,
Wow. That was a good one. That was hilarious.
I was
He said,
racist. I'm sorry, but anyway, let's move on. Well, I don't think we got anything to move on to. Papa J.
The only difference is that you pay more in rent going to Stanford. Yeah, but you also got to carry one of the highest GPAs to get into Stanford, too. You basically need to carry a 4.0. And
No, dude, 4.0s are nothing now. You can get up to a 4.5 now.
Okay, I don't know. I never even got above a 2.5, so I wouldn't even know that.
You get a 4.5 now, man.
But even Stanford's requirements to play sports there, you have to carry a 4.0 GPA. That's why it makes it so hard recruiting for them, but they find a way to get it done somehow, some way.
Yeah, they have some good players, man. The Lopez twins, the Gunake twins,
Andrew Luck, Christian McCaffrey,
yeah, they've had some
Richard
great players.
Sherman.
Yeah, good players.
Who else? There are a lot of good players, man. I miss the good old days. Screw Berkeley.
Good old team. Marshawn Lynch, Aaron Rodgers.
Hey man, Marshawn Lynch and drive a go-kart or
Namdi
golf cart
Asamoah. That's another one. Trying to think of some other Cal guys. I think that's all I can think of right now.
not much of them going around.
Yeah, whatever.
We had Condoleezza Rice at Stanford, all right? Suck on that.
What is that?
I just made a political thing. We had Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice.
I don't know. I'm reaching right now for famous people.
I mean, for most young people are thinking, what kind of rice is that? You know, I mean, I don't even think they know who I don't even know who Condoleezza Rice is, man. That was the Bush administration. That was a long time ago.
It sure the hell was.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Start making
Show
ourselves
our age.
feeling old.
Show our age.
Yeah, for real.
I think that's it. I'm all sports out.
Yeah, man, I think that's all we got. We will be back next Sunday with more content. Keep a lookout for more content via our shorts videos. We'll continue to push those out. If you see those, like them, hit the subscribe button. As always, hit the notification button. We appreciate it all. Like I said, we are up to what's the count now, B? Where are we right now?
Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. Where are we at subscriber wise? You guys are amazing. Papa J, you're the best. 256. 256.
So we're up to 256 subscribers. We're going to continue to push the envelope with our videos and get more and more. And I think, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. A lot of folks jumping in the comments on some of the videos too. We appreciate that. We try to respond to everyone's comments in the live show, but also in response to any of the short videos that we put up as well. So hey, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing, and we'll keep doing what we're doing.
Yep, we're doing our best.
So road to 500, folks. We're gonna get there. Hopefully sooner than later. But
I hope so. We're almost there. Appreciate all the love you guys supply too. It's absolutely great.
All right. Well, let's. We're gonna call that a night. It's getting late. Papa J, go home if you aren't already. If you're at home, go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. And we will see y'all
dinner, man.
Next Sunday. B, go get some food. You just got done playing for 5 hours or something.